Here are highlights of formations created in the summers of 1991 through 1996. Use the menu in the upper right screen to select a year.
"1991 was the busiest year for crop circle researchers. There were more patterns, more intricate designs appearing during that year than any year before or since. 197 major patterns appeared during that 4-month period of the summer months in 1991. It also was the year where writing appeared in the fields for the first time. Some writing which computers were working on for many months to decipher, and was deciphered in Latin, apono astos, meaning we oppose cunning and deception. And then, within no time at all, Barbary Castle hot on its heels. Then, near Cambridge in England, nothing less than the Mandelbrot set, with 2 major patterns which we really had some current knowledge of, the mathematics, the relationships of one component part to another, and we have full understanding of the Mandelbrot set, a mathematical equation only recently discovered. And that really did put the crop circle phenomena in a majorly way onto the international scene. "1992, the first year that crescents were discovered as being an intrinsic part of the ongoing evolving designs. One particularly famous crescent surrounded by a single concentric ring appeared the night that 4 people witnessed a red ball of light over this field, and 4 British Army helicopters moving, flying towards this field and the orange light that was seen above it. As the helicopters closed in from different directions, they were only a matter of hundreds of feet from this field and the orange light. When the orange light blinked out, and there are 4 witnesses to this, the helicopters then took up a position rotating around where the orange light had been, but in fact was not seen again. At first light, this crescent was found in the field. From that time on, crescents have been seen in a number of designs. During 1992, for the first time, an animal appeared to have been affected by the constructing energies of the crop circle. In Saskatchewan, Canada, a dead porcupine was discovered, and it had been moved across the surface of the crop circle along the spiraling symmetry that formed that crop circle, with its quills ejected along the pathway, forming the construction of the circle itself. 1993 was a busy year with a number of important discoveries. A whole series of crucifix designs were found, very impressive, very precise, and very cookie cutter-like in their appearance. There was also a large ring which for the first time left the constraints, the boundaries of a field, and in fact encompassed 4 fields and cutting through 3 highways at the same time. That has never been seen since and had not been seen before that time. It was the year when Professor Hawkins discovered that there were consistent mathematical ratios connecting the crop circle phenomena as a commonality running through the phenomena. During 1994, there were a number of patterns which were highly suggestive of an astronomical information. There were 2 patterns which record the galaxies for obvious reasons. They look to be very much like the spiraling arms of the galaxies. Also, we had a series of comet-looking patterns. Some people called them thought bubbles. They were designs which encompassed a series of circles, reducing in size as they run down the spine of the comet. But the grand finale for 1994 was undoubtedly the web design, looking like a spider's web, almost touching the stones of Avebury in central southern England. During 1995, a large design near Winchester was discovered late in the season, which there could be no doubt was a replica of our own solar system. 2 scientists spent the whole of the winter working with our database to, in fact, see how accurate a depiction of the solar system it was. And accurate indeed it was. Even the positioning of the asteroid belt was within 0.0012 of accuracy compared with the placement of the asteroid belt around our own solar system. The Earth was missing from that formula, which of course has concerned a number of people when it comes to decipherment, the meaning behind the design. But the astrophysicists Dr. Hadley and Professor Hawkins in Washington were impressed with its accuracy, but the decipherment is something that I feel people are still uneasy with, and the work continues. "1996 was, for me, having looked at this now for 15 years, the pivotal year, the peak for me. The patterns so very highly graphic, intricate, complex and meaningful. Julia sets all coming from the science of fractals. The Julia set appearing very close to Stonehenge in a period of 45 minutes during broad daylight has to be one of the biggest challenges that has presented itself to the research of this phenomena. Within days of that arrival, thought by most to be the grand finale of the phenomena itself, a triple Julia set at Windmill Hill.